Hey mathletes, so in this video we're going to look at writing linear equations from a graph and a table in slope-intercept form. So slope-intercept form is y equals m times x plus b, where m is the slope, or the rate of change, and b is the y-intercept, where the line crosses the y-axis. So since all we need is these two pieces of information, the slope and the y-intercept, we just need to take a look at the graph to find them. So we can see the y-intercept if we can tell where the line hits the y-axis. So here, we see the line crosses the y-axis at positive 4. So it's just going to be plus 4. Now to find the slope, we're just going to make a slope triangle. So remember, it's a right triangle between any 2 points. Doesn't matter if it's these 2 points or these 2 points. Any 2 points on the line will give you the same rate of change. That's what makes it linear. So we're looking at the rise over the run. So here we have a run of 1 and a rise of 2. So every point is up 2 and over 1 from another point. So we're going to simplify that to 2. Now in this case, we look between these 2 points. We have a run of 2 and a rise of 4. 4 over 2 is still just 2. Over here, this line is going down, so we already know that this slope is negative. So we're just going to fill in these 2 blanks. We can see from the graph that the line crosses the y-axis at positive 2. So y is going to equal something times x plus 2. Now if we make our slope triangle between any 2 points, remember this has to be a right triangle, we can see the run is 2. We always run to the right, it just makes it easier. But the rise in this case is negative 1. It is going down. So negative 1 over 2 is just negative 1/2. That's what we're going to call it. So y equals negative 1/2 x plus 2. Now there are some special cases when you have linear equations. In this case, no matter what the y number is, the x number here is always 3. Remember, in a vertical line, the slope is undefined. So there is no number times x. In this case, also, the y number could be anything, but the x is always 3. So in a vertical line, the equation is just x equals a number, in this case, 3. So vertical lines, the equation isn't y equals, it's always x equals. The horizontal lines have the same kind of thing, except it doesn't matter what the x number is. In this case, the y number is always going to be the same. Here it's 5. So it doesn't matter what x is, because y is always 5. So in a horizontal line, since the slope is 0, y equals mx plus b, 0 times x is always 0. It just leaves you with the y-intercept. So a horizontal line, the equation is y equals a number, and that number is just the y-intercept. So y equals 5 is our equation. Now we still need to find the slope and the y-intercept from a table. Remember, since it is rise over run, we're just checking the change in the y. In this case, it's going up by 2. Here, from negative 6 to negative 2, we know that goes up by 4. So our slope is going to be 2 over 4, which we need to reduce to 1/2. Now the y-intercept is where the line crosses the y-axis, where x is always 0. So on a table, we just look where x is 0, and whatever the y value is at that point, that's the y-intercept. So here, if it's 0, 3, the y-intercept is 3, and right, plus 3. So the equation is y equals 1/2 x plus 3. You can see here that the y numbers are going down, so we're going to have a negative slope. So from 3 to 2.5, it went down by 0.5, so negative 0.5. But the x numbers are going up by 1. So since the y, change in y goes on top, negative 0.5 is on top, and 1 is on bottom, negative 0.5 divided by 1 is negative 0.5. So you can either say negative 0.5 or negative 1/2, either way. Find the y-intercept, we want to look for where x is 0. And look at the y number, that's our y-intercept, so this is positive 2. So our equation is y equals 1/2 x plus 2. If the y-intercept is a negative number, it's just minus instead of plus.